Hey guys, you're welcome to episode 2 of Unscripted with the
KDees.
KDees. We're going to be talking about how long, yeah,
Yeah.
how long we should I say dated or courted before he proposed or before we got married. Okay, and we are indirectly also going to be answering the question, how long is too long
Long.
to be in a relationship?
Yeah. And then what determines how the length of the time is the intentionality you put inside. That's what determines. You can find persons who are 10 years courting, and you find another particular set of persons who are courting for 3 months. You find out that the ones that are courting for 3 months have actually done more than those who are courting for 10 years.
Yeah.
You understand? So the what matters is the intentionality put in place. Now, I'll use my story then finish up with what I started with. When we started dating, from the onset, we had a defined goal. We were not dating just for dating.
Nah.
It was not necessarily because of the title. I mean, the relationship. That wasn't it. When the moment we started dating, the goal was we are building and we are headed towards marriage. It was clear from the onset. However, because the vision was clear, there were things that we needed to start doing. One of the things that we needed to start doing is that we started discovering ourselves. Like, how I mean is that we intentionally started asking questions. We started having conversations. We started getting to know each other. See, so those periods while we were courting was ample time for us to get. I got to know her family. She got to know my family. In fact, we were so close that there was a time the relationship grew that even my mom had to visit her mom in Warri at the time.
Yeah.
So those times were building intentionally. I got to know her temperament. I got to know love language, many other things. In fact, one funny stuff that happened that when we started dating, I'm not the easygoing person.
He's not jovial.
Yes, I wasn't. So I noticed my wife was very jovial and she loved to keep memories. Like, I remember the first photo shoot we went to. It was not my thing. I didn't know how to. But I remember that first time she was like, we need to get a photo shoot. So it wasn't my thing, but because I was getting to know this person now that I'm in a relationship with, I said okay, and we went out to take the shot. And those pictures, looking back now in memory lane, it was just amazing.
Super amazing.
And those can happen because we were building intentionally.
Yeah.
Understand? And part of the things that happen while you're getting, like, in fact, we could create a whole checklist. Maybe I should give a short thing, brief things like you should be doing intentionally. One is your spiritual convictions.
Yeah.
Because as at this point, you guys are not married, it's easier to get to find out people's spiritual convictions, to find out if they align. One, if they are willing to change. Two, one is that spiritual convictions. We know we are all Christians, and in the Christian fold, we have similar doctrines, but some church have varying doctrines. You see, but in those times, we get to understand, will there be challenge, especially, let me use this instance, in the issue of giving. Understand? It's a spiritual understanding that we need to be at par with. Is that I'll try to make this very short. I'm wrapping up actually. But it's like the concept of giving. Do we have the same perspective when it comes to giving? What about tithing? Do we have the same perspective? Or what if I have a spiritual understanding that is not okay? Am I willing to adjust? Am I willing to learn? So this, and that's the concept of spiritual understanding. Now, what about childbirth? Understand? Is there a traditional belief system? No.
Concerning childbirth, yeah.
We've heard cases whereby people were intending to get married, didn't find out these things. And when they got married, it was hell on earth.
Premium shocker.
Premium, my dear. So these are many other things. Okay, that's about that. Then also you still need to find out about history of trauma.
Yes, very important.
Very important. You don't know who you are dealing. Some persons literally enter into a relationship bleeding from the past one. You can't assume. You have to make sure these things are sorted out.
Yes.
Understand? Now, mark again. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years or 3 months. What actually matters about this timing is the intentionality you put inside.
Very true.
So when you are intentional about it, this conversation and many more becomes priority. You don't just do relationship as what goes and it goes. It doesn't work that way. If you don't put in the work, you put in the timing, 10 years will just be before you know it, it has passed and
Total waste of time.
nothing really happened.
Okay, so I like the fact that my husband talked about things to do in a relationship, not just thinking about the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what you do determines how fast you guys are getting to know each other, how well you guys are courting. Because courting is not just to okay, let me I'm going to interchange with the word courting and dating. Dating is not just to take you out on a date, you know,
Shawarma.
we can get shawarma, go to the movies and all of that, and he buys me food, he buys me gifts. Valentine, he buys me flowers. No, that's not what dating is about. Dating, or rather courting, is getting to know this person and I'm about to enter a relationship.
Yeah.
Or rather, I'm about to enter a lifelong covenant with. Marriage is a covenant. Okay, so you cannot just you should. When last did we go out? If you build your relationship with going out, it's not every day you go out to marriage. You have plenty of children. You will start thinking about how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Those things become planned.
Yeah.
It's not a general thing. So there are some basic things to look out for. That's what he was trying to say. Talking about finding out the person, if the person has a past trauma, finding out the person's spiritual beliefs. There are many things. Then about the person's love language, then about the person's personality type, then about the person's family. Because you're not marrying the person, you're actually marrying the person and his family or her family.
Yes.
You cannot remove the person from the family. You understand? That's why they are called in-laws.
Yes. Sister or son-in-law.
As the
daughter or son-in-law.
You are added to the family by fire by force. You cannot remove the family. So these are things you talk about in courtship. And for my husband and I, we courted long.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned that short courtship ranges from 6 months, at least 6 months to 2 years. Is it medium now? Okay, let's say medium. Okay, not too long. Medium courtship ranges from 2 years to 7 years, and then really long courtship ranges from 7 years and above. Okay, I have seen a couple who got married after going out for 10 years. They started really early anyway, and I have seen a couple who got married after going out for 6 months. Yeah. They're still married. Okay, no one is good, no one is bad. How long you date or court in a relationship is determined by many factors. Some people, because of their age, they don't have the time to court for long. Right? So when they just enter, we are doing this thing direct. What is your name? Where are you from? Where are you from? And all of that. They're doing it direct. Some people, their personality type, they cannot bear it being a long relationship, especially when it's far. Like for us, our relationship was mostly long distance. Yeah. And it was also long. Right? We started in school all through 300 level now. Yes, 300 level, NYSC, even though those other time after school we were together. The only time we were seeing each other like back to back was when we started in school. Right. After school we were like far apart. I served in KDees State, he served in Calabar. Cross River. Like if you check Nigerian map, Kebbi is like this way, Calabar is like this way, like very far. But we're still together, right? Yeah. Because we're very intentional about what we're doing and we knew what we were doing. But it can't be for everybody. So Dating for 6 months is not bad. Dating for 6 years is not bad.
Not bad either.
You just determine what are your future plans, what are your goals, and there are many other factors. It's not like there's a particular set timing for courtship. There's no particular set timing. Because we dated for long does not mean you have to court for long. Okay, it determines. And the courting, generally, there are things you should do. So the timing also is important, because you need time to know the person. You cannot know a person in 1 month. I can assure you.
Not true.
Time reveals a lot. Maybe
Yeah.
one of these days we'll actually make a checklist, like my husband said, about things to do during a courtship.
Yeah.
I think that will help. Things to do during a courtship. There are a lot of things. Because some people actually used to think that, how will I date somebody for like 6 years? And what would we be doing? There are a lot of things to be doing.
Really lots.
Many lots. In short, you will never finish the lots before the marriage.
While building, courting, and all that, pay attention to building yourself personally. And one of the areas, financial intelligence, and another two is, as the Bible said, and a man shall leave his father and mother and will cleave. So there is no living without cleaving. And that concept of living has to do with, you have to be financially independent. Then two, you have to be responsible for the outcomes of your life. Be responsible. So these are many other things that you build yourself personally. So that is what determines also the length of the relationship. If you are not 100% financially independent, build towards it. But if you are, glory to God. And if also you are this kind of person that you can't make any decision without consulting your mommy or your dad, you need to grow up. Understand? I'm not saying you don't just consult them, but you need to just grow up. There's a measure of growing up to do, where you know that every action equals opposite reaction, and with that you make your decisions, because you are going to be headed for the man. It's very, very important. And for the woman, you are going to be under a different authority, different from your father and
your siblings.
So
we are so going to have to do another video some other time, talking about things to do in a relationship, so that some people will actually be enlightened, because some people just enter a relationship and they are so confused. They just know it's my boyfriend, it's my girlfriend. I mean, in short, that's one of the reasons why people engage in premarital sex. They don't know what they should be doing. They just feel like they should be sleeping with each other, taking each other out. Is it okay to date someone your family does not approve of?
Relationship questions.
Is it okay to date someone your family does not approve of? Gang.
All right. Do you want to go first?
No, you first. The man first.
Okay. Let me start spiritually now. There is a prophetic dimension that parents occupy. It's very important that we put that in check, so that we don't just say, just leave that and just go ahead. There's a prophetic office that your parents occupy, and there is no substitute for that. Again, when it comes to marriage, let's go for the women's side now. It is the family that gives her out in marriage. Without the mother and the father's approval, or kinsmen or uncles' approval, there is no marriage.
There's no marriage, though.
There is
if you like jackpot and go and do court wedding.
Marriage. Court wedding is no marriage in the sight of God. We only do that to make the marriage registered before the law. Legally. That's just it. The marriage that God honors is the one where the father and the mother, or anyone who is standing in their stead, who is the family member, gives her hands out in marriage. So your parents' approval is important.
Very important.
Very important. You can't neglect it. In fact, when we're planning our own wedding, there's some stuff that happened along the way. In fact, we ended up turning the marriage not according to our plan. You know why? Because we needed the approval
of
my wife's dad. There is a blessing that comes upon your marriage when your father and your mother agrees. Now, here's the wisdom part of it now. Sometimes there are some families who are just anti-progress. They don't know what God is saying. They don't care. And it looks like the devil uses them as tools to just hold your marriage down. That is when you need to understand the power of prayer. In our own marriage, I proposed October, I think October 10.
October 10.
We got married April 7.
Yes.
So from October 10 to April 7, we were literally praying and fasting every day, because we understand the concept of warfare in marriage. Yes. The devil wouldn't want you to settle. Hence, there will have to be battles. And unfortunately, some parents can be used and manipulated in such seasons. So you will do this. Carry them to the Lord in prayers. Until they agree, don't move. Until they agree, don't move.
Yeah.
So that's
okay. So I would like to add this: the understanding that you are not just marrying the person, you're marrying the family. I think that should help you make a decision.
Yeah.
So if, like question said, is it okay to date someone your family does not approve of? So let's assume, is it okay for me to go out with my husband now where my family does not approve? The understanding that he's entering my family will make me pause until they approve, because it will not be okay for him to enter a family that does not accept him. There will be issues, a lifelong issues. And you don't want that. You don't want to be casting and binding. You don't even know the witch, I mean, the evil that is doing you because you entered a marriage that you are not accepted. So like you said, you have to fight the battle before the marriage. You don't fight the battle in the marriage. You have to first of all find out, why does my family not like my husband or my wife to be? Okay, find out why, and then fight the battle before the marriage.
Before I have
a friend whose parents refused her to marry her husband because of stereotype. Okay, she's from Igbo, the guy is from Yoruba, and they just feel like she should marry an Igbo person. It was not an easy something. They prayed for long, over a year, right? From the time we proposed till they fought for long, praying, asking mentors for advice and all of that. But eventually the parents accepted the guy, and they are legally and traditionally and every other way married. You get it now? You don't do it without the parents' approval. You don't do it without the parents. The parents are very important. Honor your father and your mother. Very, very important. Another question, I think this is the last for today. How do you balance friendship and romance in a relationship?
My wife will go first.
I should go first.
I know why I said so.
Okay, how do you manage? How do you balance? Balance. I'm cracking my brain like this. I don't know how to start from. How do you balance friendship and romance? Okay. I think for every relationship, friendship should be the base. Baseline. Okay. You should first be friends before any other thing, because in marriage it's friendship that keeps you. There will be times where that lovey-dovey feeling, you won't get it. You're not go see them, you're not go feel them. So, but being friends, it will be easier for you guys to communicate, easier for you guys to do things. Like for my husband and I, we were first friends. Right? We're really close friends before relationship. There was this, how will I put it now? Okay, let me talk from this side. You know, when you have a friend, there's this see-finish nature, and you are okay with the see-finish nature. Okay, like you can eat from the same pot. You guys can, talk about some very, very natural things. You can even talk about family and not be ashamed. But you see people who just enter a relationship and they're trying to just be in this, I'm in a relationship, he does not need to know.
A lot of pretense comes
in. A lot of pretense. So I have to look good all the time. It's all those relationships where they used to say that they got married and found that the girl is not actually fine because she's always putting on makeup. It's because they were not actually friends. Why would I have to put on makeup in front of my friend? You go see me finish. That's just the basic thing, right? Friendship is the baseline of every relationship. Now, how to balance friendship and romance? During courtship, romance should have a limit, because I know when some people talk about romance, the first thing that comes to their head is touch, kiss, and all those romantic stuff we see in the movies. But that's not actually romantic. Romance, I'm not with a dictionary here, but from what I understand, romance is how you show love, and there are different ways to show love. You can show love in gifting. You can show love with your words. You can show love with your actions. Actions not being the touch kind of action, you understand? There are other kind of actions and things you do that the person will be able to know, okay, this person loves me. For example, let me give this general example. Birthday celebration, anniversary celebrations, Valentine. Even if you don't have, there are actions you can do that will make this person know that, okay, you really love me and all of that. So you will not just cover up. For example, I don't have to buy my friend Valentine gift. I don't have to buy my friend Valentine gift. But because we're in a relationship, that's when romance comes in. I have to, even if I don't have money to buy, I have to, express how much I love you and I care about you. It's not only on Valentine's Day anyway, it's not only on your birthday, but those things count. Okay, so to balance it, friendship is what helps the relationship last long. But romance is like the salt. Okay, you can say like the icing on the cake to make it look beautiful and interesting. You can't have a relationship without romance, right? And a relationship won't last long if you guys are not friends. I think that's the balance.
So my wife has dropped one major bombshell. So I'll just maybe draw a big line and expand it. So relationship is always better, is always best when it starts with friendship first. So that there won't be walls. You will not be pretending. There's this idea when people are in a relationship to just be Mr. Perfect,
Mrs. Perfect,
and all that. But friends care less. What's perfection?
We soak Gary together.
I'm telling you, literally, friends can joke about anything. There's no limit to what friendship can do. Understand? So it is advisable that before you even start thinking of relationship, don't just see a lady. And do you know there is this funny thing that happens now that you see a lady for the first time and people just interpret it as I love.
Girlfriend.
In fact, that is one weakest way a man approaches any lady. You don't see somebody for the first time and you assume what you have for
darling.
them.
I've been seeing you around. You look so nice. I would like to know you more. Once you just hear that line, you just know. The knowing more. What is the knowing more?
So there is no that concept of you just see somebody for the first time and you just love them. It doesn't work.
You fall in love.
It doesn't work. You understand? So but the concept of seeing somebody, getting to know that person on mutual ground of friendship, you know more about that person. In fact, you even know more secrets. You are trying to find out, okay, what really connects me to this person? Because beauty from afar can be deceptive. You see somebody from afar, she's looking all penned, all beautiful, and looking well dressed.
Can never catch me on fresh.
But that's not the person. That's just an image you just saw outside. But when you are friends, you get to know more. You get to find, stuff, general tips that you get to find. That's when you even find out this person is compassionate and all that. But there is an extreme to it where you become too close and they call them I forgot besties, whatever.
Best friends forever.
Then when you get to that point, and then I've heard of cases where you now maybe the person now say we are too close to date. Like actually, that's how it's supposed to start. You should be too close, then date. Not we are too close to date. You understand?
Yeah, see me finish. I cannot go out with you.
Yes, you understand? In fact, that it's on that ground that you can actually go out with that person. If you want to date a stranger, and now that's on friendship level. Now on romance, that thing that happened when you guys met and you guys now you gist, talk about everything, it shouldn't end. It should be a trait that you should carry into marriage. My wife and I, we talk about literally everything.
All and all.
That talking about everything is not romance, it's friendship that was built. Understand? When you see us do things outside, you'll be like, my God, these people. It's because of the friendship and the length of time we spend building it. That's one. Then when it comes to romance, my general basic knowledge of what I want to do, it is what defines that this person you are in an relationship with them.
Yes, that's what shows that you're in a relationship with someone.
Romance is not something you do to everybody. It's something you do with someone you are in a relationship with. It is that extra mile you go to show that you are in a relationship with this person. Understand? Like, I'm married to my wife now. Romance can be me holding her I can kiss my wife. It's romance. Buy her gifts. Use her picture as my wallpaper.
Mm.
And stuff like that, and so on and so forth. It is that extra mile you go to differentiate that particular person from every other person.
Okay, so that will be all for this episode. We'll
Yes.
see you again in our next episode. Thank you
for
for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.